We would like to welcome our keynote speaker, the SGL practitioner, Mr. D.
Good afternoon, GPR. How are you? Thank you for having me. It is indeed a pleasure to receive an invitation to come and speak to this big organization under the flagship GPR student chapter. I am really humbled to receive such an invitation. As I've been introduced, my name is Malanga, and I'm here to speak today to GPR. I'm here to speak today about to GPR about one topic per se, which I've been given, and that topic is: why is it important for you to belong to GPR or to become a member of GPR? Perhaps I should take this and give it back to you in a form of a question and ask Uguti, why are you here in the first place? Why do you want to be here? Why do you want to associate with GPR?
Thank you very much, Mr. Malanga. Mr. Malanga is our cry, and we really need help. And we are struggling as young SMEs, we are really struggling.
All right. No, I hear you. Another one?
To know what is the case.
To know exactly what is GPR. All right. But you are giving me a question. Okay. Nevertheless, Your Excellency, Mr. Tembele, the founder of GPR student chapter in eMalahleni campus, the Triple S for Mr. Malanga, is also the GPR member and a member of the SRC. The entire executive committee of GPR in eMalahleni campus, I must extend this important gesture to you and say that you are in the entire TUT, the only existing GPR branch. So you can give yourselves a round of applause. I have, however, tried to get the entire TUT to enter into a memorandum of understanding with the TUT so that GPR can exist in all other campuses. eMalahleni campus can go from campus to launch GPR branches, and that is still going to happen. No matter what the devil is trying to do, you will never win, you will not succeed, not under our name. The importance of joining GPR. Frans Fanon, the author, who's a psychiatrist as well as a psychologist, in one of his books entitled The Wretched of the Earth, which is written in a French language. However, it's been translated into English. In that book, he gives a psychological and a psychiatric analysis of dehumanization into dehumanization. Okay, let me see clearly. In his book, he gives that analysis on dehumanizing effect of colonialization upon the individual and upon the nation. He discusses the broader social, cultural, and political implications inherent to establishing a social movement for the decolonization of a person and of the people. those of you who have done history, the term colonization, that means it's when your mind becomes captured by a foreigner in terms of your belief, in terms of your standard, in terms of your thinking, in terms of your behavior, your attitude, your analysis, your life, 360 degrees. The person comes into your head, he colonizes you, he captures your mind, he gives you what is morally correct, what is moral high and moral low. He gives you a theory which you happen to embrace and treat as your own. That on its own, Franz Fanon gives us a theory or an analysis to say that there is an importance of decolonizing yourself from that foreign mentality and foreign theory which you have embraced from your colonizer. And that is called decolonization of the mind. In 2016, TUT had a forum, a dialogue on decolonization of the education system. Because there's an argument within the political arena that the economy as well as the education of South Africa has been formed as a result of the colonization of the African continent by the Western continent. Therefore, a discussion ensued to say, how do you decolonize education? Through changing the syllabus, through talking about our own struggle, talking about our own leaders, talking about our own battles. Meaning that we needed to study about King Shaka. Utanaga Senzako, Gacha, Amanuenzi, and Kaishana Gabenzi. Which means that we need to learn about the Bambata Revolution in Piazza. That is what makes our history. So when you talk decolonizing education, you're talking about learning about ourselves. Because in France, they learn about the French Revolution of 1914. And out of that history, we learn of great philosophers like Voltaire, Louis XIV, the champion of the revolution, the champion of the coup of the French Republic, Napoleon Bonaparte. Now, decolonizing your own mind also speaks about how do you inherit a social norm which is happening around you within this environment of TUT. Obviously, when you come to TUT, you are told today there's a strike. We are not going to class for the next 3 weeks. Tomorrow, this is what we are doing. But those mandates and those instructions, they are faceless at some point. Moreover, at some point we don't even know why we are participating in a strike. It's because we have been colonized within our own campus, within our own minds, within our own environment. We've been colonized. We have been turned into people who obey an instruction, a mandate. But the flip side of this colonization of the mind, it's when that mandate is accepted without a test or a proof. Galileo Galilei, a scientist, an Italian scientist, he stated in one of his dissertations that there shall be no acceptance of any theory unless it has been tested or proved. But when you are colonized, you are more like a slave. A slave never questions. A slave never doesn't ask why. A slave follows and takes orders and runs with the mandate. So when you are being decolonized, that means you have been given an independence. Bob Marley always talks about this in many of his songs. He speaks about mental slavery. Freeing yourself from the chains of mental slavery. That is the same language which Frantz Fanon is talking about. That is the same language which Voltaire, the French scientist, talks about. To decolonize yourself. That means you need to begin to think and test theories, mandates, instructions. When they say this is what we need to do, you need to know the reasons why you need to do what you're doing. You need to find the benefit, the long short of it. What does it bring in the future? What is the benefit of what I'm doing? The previous speaker was telling us about the services and the benefits of being a GPR member. That you need to test. And if it settles within your soul, within your spirit, then it means it is incumbent upon you as an individual to action what you have seen here. And how do you action it? You action it by belonging. You action it by participating. You action it by practicing. Because nothing can happen until you stand up and do things. I've never heard of any multimillionaire who became a millionaire just by waking up from his bed or her bed. At some point in time, a proposal had to be written. At some point in time, a meeting had to be made. At some point, a lotto ticket had to be bought, bet, submitted, and checked the results of that lotto ticket. The guy who became a 28 million lotto winner recently apparently only used 25 rand and got 5 numbers and became a multi-millionaire. And action had to be taken. So what is it that is going to be part of your action? As HNLD and DED, we always encourage students not to become academics only, but we encourage students to become social giants and academic giants. In one of the trips I've taken to Indianapolis in the USA, I realized that the norm and the standard within the community of student affairs, a diploma was like grade 10. A B10 was like matric. A master's was like a diploma. But a PhD was the norm. I'm saying this because there were a lot of younger people than myself in that international seminar. However, almost every second person in that room was a doctor, an academic doctor with a PhD. So which means now, when you start to belong to GPR, you cannot end up with your BTech or with your master's, but everyone will have to get his ultimate academic achievement, which is a PhD. Why am I talking about PhD? Because as soon as you begin to do research, writing mini dissertations, it's then that you start thinking critically. It's then that you start questioning theories. You know that it is said that ANC, as a political party, has got no ideology. And then it is said that PAC, as a political party, is a party with an ideology of Africanism. So now, with these two examples that I've given, it means you begin to understand that in every argument, there's a thesis, which is the main argument to a question. And then there's an antithesis, which is an argument which questions the first argument, the original argument. And then there is a synthesis, which is an argument which combines the two, but gives you a new theory. Meaning that each and every time we should learn to become people who question, test, and form our own argument. One, when I was still a student doing a diploma, I was a very good soccer player. I played up until the first division. Because I love soccer, I had to be on the field. I still practice with the TUT team here. Because I love doing that at that hour of the day, 4 to 6. I love sweating and running in the sun and in the grass. That feeling I cannot detach myself to. But the teaching was, at that point in time you had to study. At 8 you must have your supper. Around 9, 10 you must sleep. But doing what I love, I then learned that I'm more active and I could concentrate and study easy and understand better. After I went for a training, had a bath or a shower, ate my supper, and start studying at 10 at night. To go over midnight, maybe the latest 1 o'clock. At that point, during those hours, my mind is free. There is no distraction of noises. There's no generations to watch. There's no fancy movie to watch. I have everything to myself. I have control of my mind. I have control of my spirit. Then I can study better. That is the synthesis which I had formed with myself. So, it is important to be careful of what you embrace as your own theory. Every time challenge your theory. Even the Bible tells you, it says to you, you need to test the spirit before you accept anybody as your pastor, as your priest. It says, test the spirit. It says, go and fast and pray and ask God to give you a revelation of who is Mr. Malanga. Because Mr. Malanga can come in front of you wearing a jacket and a tie and give you 1, 2, 3, but only to find that he is not what he's preaching, or he's not practicing what he's preaching. So you need to test the spirit. You need to test him, test the theory that is given to you. Over and above this, in conclusion, this exercise of testing and synthesizing, it's a question of, or it's an action of counter-ignorance. It's a question of counter-ignorance. Ignorance is accepting everything that comes to you as it is. There's a saying that says, ignorance is bliss. Which means, in example, don't tell me about DED. It doesn't bother me, it doesn't affect me. Don't tell me about SGLLD, it doesn't bother me, it doesn't impress me. Don't tell me about GBR. It has got nothing to offer for me. That is bliss ignorance. It makes you fulfilled, it makes you comfortable, it makes you feel good, you are good at your space. But counter-ignorance, the Bible in the book of Ephesians reads as follows. They are darkened in their understanding, alienated from the life of God because of the ignorance that is in them, due to their hardened of heart. So meaning that when you become ignorant, you accept the status quo. You accept things at face value. If they tell you 1 plus 1 is 3, for you it is 3. If they tell you go to sleep, yes, I'm going to sleep. If they tell you march, you march. You become like a conscripted soldier. But as independent and as academics and as members of GPR, we need to develop and encourage this spirit of counter-ignorance by standing up, by applying these 3 elements of reasoning, which is accepting a theory, testing the theory, and developing your own theory out of that. And developing your own theory does not always mean that you need to come up with a better or a new argument or a new conclusion. At some point, the results can come back to you and say, no, the actual theory is correct. Or it can come back to you and say, no, the actual theory is flawed, or it's lacking 1, 2, 3 elements. So when I, as a person, we have gone through that process of questioning, it means that whatever argument that you add on, you put in, that argument becomes now an addition to a conclusive agreement or a conclusive engagement which has been accepted as the original conclusion. For that, I am concluding and saying that I want to thank GBR for inviting me, and let us exercise these elements of reasoning, counter-reasoning, counter-ignorance, in order for us to better the world in the situation we live in. GBR members, I thank you.